Hi everyone, welcome to this video, and in this video we're going to be explaining what's the difference between binge eating and emotional eating. So let's start off with binge eating episodes. So if you look to the DSM-5, which is the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, it's quite a wordful, but essentially it's basically the Bible of definitions for mental health disorders and the criteria to define them. So binge eating episodes are, shall I quote, defined as consuming a large amount of food in a short period, feeling out of control during eating episodes, and here are the key characteristics: eating rapidly, quick consumption, even without physical hunger, feeling shame and guilt post-episode, and then eating in secret. So I want you to think, are you eating more than usual? Are you feeling guilt? And are you probably eating in secret? That's basically a binge eating episode. How do you overcome binge eating episodes? Well, I have a whole video here because there's so much to talk about here on what triggers binge eating episodes. If I can summarize, binge eating episodes are often triggered by undereating, physical restriction, also known as, and having no satisfaction with your meals, which is mental restriction. So no satisfaction. I could be eating tuna and bland boiled chicken breast.
Broccoli and chicken breast and white rice.
5 months of broccoli, chicken breast, and that kind of stuff. And
It was about 9 months of chicken breast and broccoli.
Hard calories. It was a lot of chicken breast. I was eating so much chicken breast.
That'll keep me full, but am I going to be satisfied? Not really. I'm going to head to the cookies and crisps and takeaway to get that satisfaction. And then number 3 is an all or nothing mindset. So that can trigger binge eating episodes basically by having this mindset of good and bad. Oh, I ate a bad food. I ate this cookie, which I consider bad. I need to have a binge eating episode. Eat all the cookies in the house because I just failed it. I need to clear out the cookies, get as much enjoyment as I can right now before I start my diet strictly tomorrow. You have this Last Supper mindset. Or the all or nothing mindset could present itself as, okay, I'll start my diet on Monday. Right now, I failed my diet on Thursday. I'll just enjoy everything right now. So you can see how the all or nothing mindset is not that flexible and can trigger binge eating episodes. So if you want to learn more about that, then check that video right over here. Now let's talk about emotional eating. So emotional eating is where you're trying to eat food to soothe your emotions. So the key difference between binge eating and emotional eating is that with binge eating, you're probably hungry and you're not that satisfied, so you start the binge eating episodes. It can be heavily triggered by undereating or not having satisfaction. Emotional eating is, you could be full, physically full, and you could be physically satisfied, but let's say your boyfriend or your girlfriend broke up with you. Even though you've eaten probably an hour ago, never mind about hunger. I need to get that dopamine rush from food. I'm gonna order takeaways. I'm gonna get ice cream. I'm gonna get a tub of ice cream and start watching some Netflix and watch some sad films to help me feel a little bit better about my breakup.
Why do we do this to ourselves? Every time we get depressed, we eat and eat and eat. Don't you? You go to the store and you buy those little candy bars in the bag, and before you know it, the whole bag is empty. And then at the end, you feel just like that bag. Empty inside. Don't you? Don't you? It's okay. It's okay. Just get it all out.
So emotional eating, the key difference is emotional eating is heavily not dictated by hunger. It's dictated by trying to get a sense of, okay, I feel extremely sad right now. How can I drown my emotions? So emotional eating is in a way a coping mechanism. But the problem here is emotional eating can turn into regular binge eating episodes if you use emotional eating as your only coping mechanism. You don't talk to friends or your family about your heartbreak. You're not using other coping mechanisms such as journaling, having a walk, having a nice bath. So you start to binge eat. Eat, feel guilty, eat in secret, and then eventually you start to feel like, oh, I'm actually gaining weight after emotional eating. I need to start dieting, I need to start under eating, and that will start triggering binge eating episodes. You binge eat, feel guilty, you feel so bad about your body image that you want to diet, and that extreme diet, that extreme low calorie diet will trigger a binge eating episode. So emotional eating can eventually turn into binge eating episodes. So in a nutshell, binge eating episodes is heavily associated with hunger, shame, guilt, embarrassment, and emotional eating is more associated with feelings of trying to comfort yourself or trying to distract yourself. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're really struggling with emotional eating, I highly recommend that you check my emotional eating coping mechanisms guide in the link in the description. Or if you want a video guide that's not an ebook related thing, then you could check my food freedom course where I cover how to overcome emotional eating. 7 videos, it's a free video course, an hour worth of free video content on how to overcome emotional eating and find food freedom. So check that in the link in the description, my food freedom course and my coping mechanisms ebook. If you really enjoyed this video, I highly recommend, which I highly suggest, that you check this video out on how to stop binge eating if you're feeling depressed, because there's such a strong link between depression and binge eating. So check that out and I'll see you in that video. See ya!